This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. The Rolex crown symbolizes not only luxury but also enduring popularity. However, even in the rarefied era of Rolex, not every watch flies off the shelf. In the ever-shifting landscape of the 2024 Rolex market, some models find themselves less coveted than others. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will dive into the intriguing world of Rolex and explore which timepieces, once highly sought after, might not be the hottest commodities this year. We will delve into the reasons behind these trends, helping you navigate your Rolex buying journey with the most up-to-date knowledge. If you have not subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to do so to stay informed about our upcoming videos. As we delve into 2024, it is time to discuss the dynamics of the Rolex market. What is hot, what is not, and what is moving slowly. So, what trends have emerged so far this year? Well, we have begun to witness an influx of the 2024 models, complete with the new price increases. It is no surprise, Rolex authorized dealers held on to these pieces in December, strategically waiting for the price hike on January 1st to maximize profits. Now, we are seeing a noticeable uptick in these models hitting the market. Despite the increase in 2024 models, watch lovers are still actively purchasing them. This insight is valuable because towards the end of last year, when the new Daytona Oyster Flex debuted, there was a surge in availability. However, just as quickly, the supply dwindled. The new reference, particularly the 12 references, is scarcely offered to the market. Instead, what we are seeing more of are Datejust models. We have had an abundance of Datejusts offered to the market, so much so that many have purchased and sold numerous pieces. This is the trend with Rolex, especially over the past few months. They saturate the market with certain models before pulling them back. Quite intriguing, isn't it? So, let us move those to the ADs. Initially, we observed a surge in availability on the market, followed by a sudden scarcity. What is our next move? Let us shift our focus to Datejusts. The watch market has been bombarded with Datejusts, buying and selling them in copious quantities. And now, we have started to notice an influx of non-date submariners. This is noteworthy for you. At present, there are reported stocks, whereas back in December, they were nowhere to be found. It is interesting how we are witnessing these little trends, with models being offered in clusters. As for what is next, who knows? March is fast approaching, and with it, Watches and Wonders. There is bound to be a lot of excitement surrounding that event. We have already discussed some predictions in our Watches and Wonders predictions videos. If you have not checked them out yet, we highly recommend doing so. But one thing is clear, Rolex releases certain models at specific times, flooding the market with them, only to see them vanish shortly after. Let us discuss what has been moving off the shelves lately. It is no surprise that the Submariner, both with and without the steel date, is a top contender. The Submariner Blues, in both 18-karat yellow gold and the black version, have also been selling briskly. Additionally, the GMT range, particularly the Bad Girl, has been incredibly popular. We have also seen significant sales in smaller models such as the Explorer 40 and the Datejust 41s, especially those with the top 3 dials, the Mint, Blue, and Wimbledon. Whenever we see these lists on the website, they are snatched up within 24 hours. What we have noticed from this end of the spectrum is that buyers are content with purchasing these watches. The reason behind this is the current gray market prices. While retail prices have increased as of January 1st, the gray market prices remain unchanged, if not slightly lower, on some models. This trend indicates that buyers are opting to purchase now rather than waiting months or even years for a watch. We are seeing an influx of new clients who are eagerly buying, which is promising. Now, let us talk about what has been slowing in the market. It is disheartening to report that in January and February of 2024, the Oyster Flex range, particularly the Oyster Flex Daytonas, has experienced a slowdown. We are aware that these models have been among the bestsellers. However, sales have significantly declined, and you can observe a decrease in prices online. You will notice that models like the Ghost and Pikachu were priced consistently from January 2023 to December 2023. However, a check online now will reveal a drop in their prices. That is a new standard we are seeing, especially considering how challenging they are to obtain, and the fact that people are selling them undervalued is why you are witnessing the drop in prices online. Nevertheless, we are still moving to the Daytona Oyster Flex. However, there is no denying that they have slowed down, and it is frustrating to witness the decline in value for no apparent reason other than dealers lowering prices online and offering trade prices to retail buyers. For those of you considering purchasing these watches, it is an incredibly opportune time as we have had to adjust prices to align with current market trends, ensuring fairness and transparency. Now, let us delve into what is not selling well in the current market. It should come as no surprise that the larger pieces, the full yellow gold, full rose gold, and sky dwellers are experiencing sluggish sales. However, there have been exceptions, such as special dial models like the discontinued Paul Newman and the rose gold diamond variant, both of which sold recently. But these big pieces are not moving as swiftly. One notable absence from Rolex is GMD Pepsi. There is a scarcity in late 2023 and 2024 models. While discontinuation speculation looms, it is not advisable to purchase solely based on that, as disappointment may follow if it does not materialize. Nonetheless, for those eyeing Pepsi, now might be an enjoyable time to act. You may have heard about the fluctuations in prices on the gray market, which have now stabilized. To be frank, the disparity between retail prices at your local authorized dealer AD and the gray market is not as significant as it was 2 years ago. This suggests that purchasing from the gray market might not entail a substantial premium on Rolex watches. Considering how challenging it still is to acquire a brand new Rolex watch from an authorized dealer, it is worth contemplating buying from the gray market, especially since prices have been declining over the past year. With the rise in retail prices, there may be a modest impact on certain models in the secondary market. However, any price increase is anticipated to be marginal, around 2 to 3%. Therefore, if you are purchasing a watch from the secondary market, the effect on you should not be significant, considering you are already paying a premium. On the other hand, if you are selling a watch now, you might fetch a slightly higher price compared to what you could have obtained 2 weeks ago. Moreover, significant shifts are occurring in the market, especially concerning professional flippers who are gradually exiting the industry due to diminishing returns. This shift allows genuine enthusiasts to acquire their desired timepieces without exorbitant markups. Furthermore, there is a growing trend towards discounted pricing, particularly for standard dial models in full gold. In overseas sales, we are experiencing robust demand, particularly from the US, with numerous watches being shipped abroad each week. It is not new to us, but it is overwhelming. This demonstrates the global appetite for luxury timepieces, with inquiries pouring in from various corners of the world. Overall, the market is vibrant, not just locally, but on a global scale, indicating sustained interest in the gray market. As we eagerly anticipate the forthcoming official announcements expected to kick off Watches and Wonders 2024, it's undeniable that Rolex maintains its ability to captivate the watch world with its intriguing maneuvers, keeping enthusiasts eagerly awaiting the next exciting development in the brand's rich legacy. What are your impressions on the topic we shared in this video? If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.